What's up, folks? I've been using Serato's multi-effects plugin Hex FX on pretty much everything. I've been using it on my drums, my samples, my vocals. I love how it breathes new life into all those elements. I'm going to show you my top 5 choices so you can spice up your productions too. Hope it helps. Alright, number 1, Hex on vocals. Treating vocals usually requires multiple plugins to get it sounding right. And pretty much out of the gate, it brings life to this vocal track.
Thinking about the way it was, you got me begging and begging.
That's it without.
Thinking about the way it was, you got me begging and begging.
And that's with it on. If there's anything I want to swap out or tweak in here, I can. Just open the parameters view and dial it in how you like it. Cool. Number 2, automation with Hex FX. Automation is a great way to use Hex FX to its full potential. Today I'm using Ableton as my DAW. So let's use the Hex Dial to help bring in this vocal. You'll see that this preset from Amber Navern has a low pass filter, which introduces the vocal nicely.
Wishing and waiting on you.
So let's automate this Hex Dial. Let's just click on the automation panel here. Let's click on the thing that we want to automate. And let's X out of that. And we can just set that here. And set another dot there. And it will now come in like that. At the end of the phrase, I'd also like to automate the ping pong delay. And the feedback. And the parameters view. That sounds pretty good. You can also MIDI map hardware quite easily in Ableton. Here's a few options to get you going. I've got Hex FX on my master channel, and I'm using all these different multi-effects here. Let's map the on-off buttons of various effects on the master channel and the beat value and the roll and pitch effects. So to do that, click on MIDI, click on the thing that you want to map. So I'm going to turn that one on, this one on, this one on, and this one on. Cool. Let's open up the parameters and let's map this knob to that. Let's jam out on it for a minute. Sounds pretty good. Number 3, make and save your own presets. Hex FX comes with fantastic presets that I'll often use as a starting point and then tweak to my taste. Moving the order of the different effects in Hex FX is easy. Just click and drag to get the signal chain how you want. When you've got it sounding just right, just click save and name it whatever you want. It'll show up in the saved preset section of the preset menu here. Other times I'll just want to start my own from scratch. It's easy to do that too. Click New to start with a clean slate and start with one effect, like chorus. Same as before, whenever you're happy, you can save it. You can also find these presets easily on your internal drive, which means you can share these with your friends. Just look under your users, your username, under Library, Application Support in Serato, and in the Serato folder, just scroll down and you'll see artist presets as well as saved presets. Boom, and there they are. Number 4, Hex FX and stems. Sample and Hex FX is a killer combo. Using the stems feature in Serato Sample, we can isolate an element of a sample or song. The results can vary, and sometimes you want to treat the stemmed out element with effects to help it sound richer and full-bodied, or just to put your own spin on it. Let's take this sample, stem out the bass from the main loop, and hear how it sounds. Now let's add some Hex FX on it. I'm going to try the FFS bass bus. How does it sound when we 8B it? Alright, there's a few things that I want to adjust, so I'll click the parameters. Maybe I'll turn off the vinyl sim, and then let's move that swarm saturation over and turn up the bass and the EQ for the saturation and hear how it sounds. Maybe I don't want so much of that sidechain. Oof. Here's how it sounds off, and here how it sounds on. That sounds good. Let's hear it in the mix. Now that bass is really singing. That brings us to number 5, the Hex Dial. The Hex Dial is not just a wet-dry adjustment. You can control many parameters with this thing. In this example, I'm using the disclosure preset Break into Space to create a transition from the intro into the main groove. You'll see that as the dial is automated, all these parameters are changing at different rates, breathing life into the transition. One thing I find really convenient with Hex FX is that you get a whole chain of effects that you can swap around however you like. This is quite fun and can provide some interesting and inspiring results. I hope you find this workflow fun and inspiring too. That's it for today. Hope to see you soon. Peace.